Hello everyone and welcome to the spotlight video for England. England is a civilization that works a lot better on island maps or even continents. Anything with water really. It sort of works on maps with, on Pangea maps, but on anything that is landlocked, like some of the specialty maps, you're gonna have trouble. Because not only does it get the ship, but it also has the +2 movement for naval units, which is kind of a big deal, not just for military purposes, but also for exploration.
The island has seen countless waves of invaders, each in turn.
As you can see, we have coastal starting bias, and I think this start is pretty strong. Unfortunately, we cannot really move here because that will mean we lack this deer, and having 6 deer is quite impressive. So let's just settle here. So yeah, as I have said in some of the earlier videos, if you want me to continue a specific startup video, then let me know in the comments. I am certainly open to it, and since they're all on deity, I think so, it should not be a big issue. Yeah, we have the coastal starting bias, not the best one in the game, but as you can see, our ocean spot is pretty good. And it's quite important because England has the 2 special naval abilities. We have the extra movement. The extra movement is really strong. It's as strong as a policy plus a wonder. The Great Lighthouse and the, well, there is one in exploration, I believe, though I do not really know the name. Just opening it, yeah. So that's quite impressive. It means that your submarines are gonna start with so much move that they are going to be absolutely devastating. But it's really good for every other boat as well, especially once they get logistics. You can do really silly stuff like move in and shoot twice, move out over 3 or even 4 squares distance. And not to forget that you can even stack these abilities with the lighthouse and the exploration tree for a really ridiculous +4 movement. So yeah, that's quite powerful in combat and in exploration. Something that should not be mocked for sure. So this ability is powerful. Just remember that if you're not gonna go for a start or a map with a lot or at least some ocean, this important pillar of England is going to fall from under its feet. Special ability wise, we also have the Ship of the Line. It's an upgrade to the already powerful frigate. So if we just look up the frigate in the Civilopedia, you will see that it has the same 5 move, but it has 25 and 28 combat strength compared to the Ship of the Line with 30 and 35. That's 20% more than a single upgrade. And this ship is already quite powerful. Yeah, it also has the extra side. It's already quite powerful, the frigate. If you build 5 or 6, you can dominate the Renaissance era. in a way that's just not possible with the Renaissance era land units. The frigate also gets extra range at its third upgrade, so you don't have to wait long before you can actually use artillery range on enemy cities. And with a 35 ranged strength and all the benefits that England gives, like 7 move on the frigates from the start, that's really incredibly powerful. So yeah, that means that it's a civ in a rather unique position, uh, really excellent for Renaissance era conquest. The other thing that England has going for it is the Longbowman. It has one additional range. This is actually the promotion, so it gets the range promotion as soon as you upgrade to a Longbowman. It replaces the crossbows. Yeah, not much to say about it except that if you're gonna upgrade your bowman, make sure that you take logistics but not range, because it's gonna be a free promotion as soon as you upgrade. Means that rushing to machinery is sometimes a thing. The start with 3 range also means that you can actually use fresh longbowmen to artillery strike cities. This is especially good on lower difficulties, as the city strength will not be as big as on deity, but it's still good on deity and immortal definitely, because yeah, making fresh units with a level 4, well level 5 really upgrades, that's just really strong. It also means that you can have a tier of melee units in between this and the longbowman, and you will still have range to spare. So that's a strong unit. So far it's not been a bad civ at all. And the final ability is one extra spy. You get this one as soon as you as someone enters the Renaissance era. So you start with 2 spies as soon as the Renaissance era begins, and this is a really big deal. It's not quite as powerful on lower difficulties, but the higher you put the difficulty, the more the AI will be a hit and the more techs you will be able to steal and catch up. So having that extra spy available immediately is, well, it's twice as good. And since stealing is one of the major sources of tech in the mid-game on deity, then you can imagine how powerful this extra spy is gonna be. In addition, later on, if you're not gonna steal text anymore, you can put it in a city state and secure it for your empire. So that's an overall pretty big deal. So, well, we end up with a civ that has really 4 abilities that are worthwhile. And as you can imagine, the score for this civ is going to depend on your map choice. If you choose a map which is landlocked, a map where you can't start on the ocean, or if you are not near an ocean, like on a Pangea, then I would rate England 6 out of 10 on deity and perhaps a little lower on lower difficulties. But if you are only on an island map, on a continent's map, maybe even, as soon as you can make optimal use of your boats, it's definitely an 8 for me, because I'm quite a big fan of the rush. the frigate rush. So yeah, this is one of my favorite civs for that particular strategy. And I'm a rather big fan of naval combat in general, so you can imagine that this is a civ I really enjoy playing on that type of map. I think that if you want to practice your naval warfare, England is also a very good choice, since it makes it just a little easier to get into, and well, that certainly helps. I hope this was useful to you, and see you next time.